Hello guys, I just wanted to say here that I'm actually going to be posting the Lazarus story on my Wattpad account right here. That I'm just going through right now. Actually, I wanted to show you guys something funny that happened to me. This is my Wattpad account and stuff. It's Lazarus_API. I'm just looking at my book and my stuff. My book, but no. So I have this. No, stop. No, I don't like this one. Personally, I don't. This one I don't like. These are actually from these couple. Most of these that are actually all these in my book used to be in my sketchbook thing, but they all got deleted, which sucks, but they did, and I don't really like them because the hair sucks on all of them. There's that eye. There's these beautiful backgrounds that I love so dearly. Here's this that I hate. I hate so much. See this? I'm skipping. This is just video of me drawing. And this is what happened. So this is video of my sketchbook. But here is where I show you that they all got deleted, sadly. I won't explain what exactly happened because I don't want to. Here's just a draft. I haven't filled it yet, but so yeah, they're all old stuff. So yeah, you should go check out my Wattpad account because I'm gonna upload a new book on Lazarus' story. And one, Lazarus was not made of magic. That was really just Betty, Kara, and Frisk. Just so you know. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna go now. This was actually a 48-minute video, but I actually ended up deleting that because I just kept on dozing off and stuff. And the story was getting too long and stuff because I actually did talk about stuff about Lazarus. So, I'm gonna do a quick version of it. So, Lazarus is bored with it being basically as their... Okay, so just so you know, there are lighter versions of every soul. And the one that Lazarus has is a lighter version of the yellow soul. And all those lighter versions and determination are worth the amount of two of the normal souls that are not light or determination. So yeah, Lazarus is missing half of one of them, half of what technically would be one of them, and magic had to be used on her, and this magic stuff had to be used on her to get it back. Though that's what I meant by magic. And then Betty, Kara, and Frisk were made out of like magic and stuff as an experiment, and Lazarus got these flowers to grow on her like evil side because like the pacifist, because it could literally choke her to death, like what happens in Flowerfell. Like, so the pacifist blood side kind of wouldn't grow in there because they didn't want me to die, didn't want the being to die, so it only grows on her bad side, which would be her left side, and on her left side, her eye also has a clock on it, just so you know, like Kate. But basically, and then she also has hunger diseases, so where she has to eat at a certain time for each meal of the day. She has to have 3, and she has to have a certain amount of calories as she grows up and stuff, or else she'll have to eat human flesh to satisfy her hunger and stuff. And one day her dad saw how powerful Lazarus was getting and trapped her into a place and sort of made her insane, so she also has that aspect of her. And one day he finally took her, and actually more backstory. So basically, so Kara, so when she was so just so you know, Lazarus only ages every 2 years and stuff. She turns 6 months a year, and then she turns another year after that. After that 1 year, she turns 12 months, so she's actually a year older. That's how that is. So, just so you know. So basically, what happened is, so when he made so Frisk is a 70-30, with the 70 being pacifist and the 30 being genocide, and for Kara and Betty, it's 70-30, except 70 genocide and 30 pacifist. But they ended up becoming neutral, and Kara just sort of being Kara and just hating humanity and stuff because of her dad. Dad would because she didn't like her dad because her dad would experiment on Lazarus and give her that stuff. And two, he locked because Lazarus got locked up a year before Kara, about 6 months before Kara actually went into the underground when she was 12. So Lazarus had turned 13 because she's an age older than them, but they were treated like they were quadruplets because they had the same birthday and stuff. So she jumped, and then they were afraid that Frisk would do the same thing. So they sent her to an orphanage, and just so you know, Kara and Azrael didn't do their thing. They actually ended up staying, and then Frisk went after them, and once they heard that, they extra secured Lazarus, and once they heard that Frisk went in down there because she thought Kara was down there too, they put extra security on Lazarus and only let her out until like she was 15, and they had her have a little battle with Betty because they wanted to see what happened and what had done to her. And she had actually used this weapon that could kill anybody in her family against her on her arm, and since she started to bleed out a lot, she kind of stopped, and then she started running away. And then when her parents caught her, her mom didn't want to do this to Lazarus. She didn't want to do any of this, but she was forced to, or else her husband would do it to her. And so when they caught her, Lazarus was so scared she didn't want to go back, so she slit their throats, and Kate was also following her, and so Kate and Cad, because Cad actually got worried about her because Lazarus has a girlfriend. She is gay, well, no, bisexual and stuff like that, and so her girlfriend was worried about her, and she came to stop by, and she saw how they were battling, and then her and Kate were trying to do that, and they tried to convince her to not commit suicide because after she did that, so basically what happened was, they passed by her parents that she had just slit her throats up, and their dad said for Kat to go or she would be hurt, and so she left, and they told Kate to go after Lazarus, so she did, and then she tried, and Lazarus was gonna jump into the underground and stuff, and Kate tried to convince saying that she wouldn't fall and that stuff, and then she fell, and since she was injured by that knife, and so when she fell, it was technically the impact kind of killed her, and since she had been hurt by the knife, it's like she got killed by the knife, because she wouldn't have actually died if she fell, if she wasn't injured by the knife and stuff. So, yeah, and then Lazarus thought it was her fault, and so when Kate turned it to Betty after that, because she turned it to Betty how she was supposed to be after she died, she took advantage of that and tried to convince her to do it, but she realized that she was forced to hurt her sister, and that she was basically forced, so she didn't do, so she was trying to leave, and she was just going to go back to the castle and stab her parents one more time to make sure they were dead, because she knew they wouldn't be able to really come after her anyways, because they need to be bandaged up, because she used the knife that could kill anybody in her family. But Betty used her side where she has the flowers growing on her, and used her vine powers that she could summon, and she took control of that being because they are represented as beings in Lazarus's mind, and so they kind of took control of her and pulled her down into Mount Ebott. And another thing I'd like to say is that the beings are hunger, flower, insanity, and then Betty, who actually also has another one. Betty has one inside of her, which is Kate, aka that really nice one, and then there is and then Lazarus has her nice form where she's always nice and cutesy and that stuff like that. So yeah, and one more thing, that there is one thing, and by the way, there's 12 endings, and you'll see why I say that if you actually do end up reading it on the Wattpad thing or on my Amino, you will find out at the end of this book, because I'm actually planning on making 5 books. Yes, I know, but there's a reason. I thought about them all already. I've thought about the first one, and I've thought about how to write the whole entire book, and I've thought about what all the books are going to be about and stuff. So yeah, thank you all for listening to me, and good